All right. Hello. I'm Jenny with Jenny's Wreath Boutique, and welcome to our wreath making marathon. I am very excited to get into these wreaths. All right, let me make sure you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat, and we will get started. So while I'm waiting for some comments, I wanted to let you know that we're going to make two different wreath designs in this video. And feel free, if you're live, to ask questions, and if you need clarification on anything, I'd be happy to share. And I also wanted to share that my VIP group is open now. If you want to join, I know I shared like, oh, we did this in my VIP group. Oh, we're doing this in the VIP group. And so many of you have been waiting to get in because I only open twice a year, once in the fall, which is now, and then once in the spring. So from today, August 29th, through next Thursday, September 5th, is when the group is open now. If you're watching this afterward, you can get on the wait list, so you will be first to know when I open again. But anyway, I have a link pinned in the comments if you want to join or learn more. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there while we're waiting for people to come in. So if you have any questions, if you're on the fence, it's a great group. It's just a low monthly cost, and I share everything. I hold nothing back. So anyway, and if you are a current VIP member, you guys, you know I love you. So say hi in the chat. So anyway, let me show you what we're going to use. So the first one, look at these. Oh my goodness. So I actually have a tutorial from last year that had a kit that uses these. And some of the stuff for that, I would have restocked the kit this year, but some of the stuff is completely out. Hey, Jennifer. She's a current VIP member. So we're using this in another wreath, and I am going to offer these in my shop if you want to grab them. And then I've got these purple eucalyptus. I had some larger ones, they sold out, and so I was really excited to find these. The quality is amazing, and they're, you know, easier to ship, so they're not as big, they're not quite as expensive, so that's nice. But something that we talk about inside the VIP group is why we choose certain things, what goes well together. So I kind of want to talk about that a little bit. Obviously, when you start with a bush like this, it's easy because you already have a ton of textures and stuff. So I chose things. This has a lot of textures going on. It does have these oak leaves, which gives your eye a little bit of a rest. But this is kind of a nice broadleaf to go with it. But I have two of these. And then I just got these. I'm very excited for them. They are, as I'm grabbing them, look at these berries. Oh, I am so obsessed with these. So obsessed. Oh, hey, Shelly. Yes, I'm live. Welcome. Shelly is another VIP member. So look how perfectly these colors go together. I just absolutely love this. And you could just leave it like this. Actually, I change my mind last minute sometimes too. These are beautiful together. But I also have some Similacs. This is a newer one for me. I'm running low on these, which is why I can't offer a kit with this one. I will add whatever I have left in my shop. But these are the Similac spray. These are from Sullivan's. It's one of my wholesalers. And I love them. And I like that it gives some brightness to this wreath. If you want to keep it moody and dark, you totally can. But I like the brightness this adds. And I kind of wanted to add brightness because I wanted to add these marigolds. These are a dried look marigold. I unboxed these recently in a fall unboxing. That unboxing is here on my YouTube channel, and everything from there is from Sullivan's. So, oh, look at these. I've got 3 of these, so I thought that would be really fun and different. And then I'm on the fence. We're going to see if we need to use these or not, but there's other berries from Sullivan's. I love these. The quality is so good. I actually have these in my wreath kit that I posted last week. So anyway, this is what we have for the first one. I love it all so much. And oh, sorry about that. Hit my tripod. And the next one is, this one's, and I say these are easy because they are. If you have good quality florals, making a high-end looking wreath is so easy. Just get a grapevine, some florals, and put them in one layer at a time. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. This one's actually easier. It's more simple. But I love this mix. It's got some, sorry, my stuff's mixed up. Birch. Oops, did I grab a dark one? Okay, so I have these birch leaves. I love these. They're so classic. They're not crazy expensive, and I love them. So good. So I've got 3 of these. This is going to be my first layer. One rule that I have, it's not a rule. It doesn't really matter all the time what layer you put in first, but I'm going to do these first because they're flat. See how flat they are? They're going to make a nice backdrop. And then we're going to be adding in 2 different colors of oak leaves. We've got the orange. Isn't that beautiful? The quality of these is so good. I actually used these in a mushroom wreath that we did inside my VIP group. It's so cute. So I just love these. The color is so beautiful and bright. And once again, more oak leaves, but a more yellowish color. I thought really brightened it up. And then hawthorn berries. These are an orange hawthorn berry. I love them. So these are the 2 different wreaths, totally different, but a similar way of making them. And yeah, so let's start with the purple one and then we'll get into this one. Just putting stuff on the floor. Let's see. I'm gonna use this grapevine first. And then I will move the camera down so you can see everything that I'm doing. And I will try and move my iPad so I can see questions and answer them as I'm going. So yes. Shelly says, gosh, I love fall wreaths. So much color. Same. I love fall so much. So much. And I have more ideas than I have time. So doing these lives with you is so fun because I can make some wreaths that I've been wanting to make, but why not turn the camera on and make them with you? So let me move the camera down and let's go. I'm so excited. So I am using a 14-inch grapevine. It's kind of a little bit of a larger one, but I like starting with this size because it makes a great size wreath for, it makes a great, size wreath for a regular size front door. Can you guys see okay? I feel like it's, you can see my mess of a wreath room right now. Oh my gosh. Whoop, too far. Figures. Why do I struggle? Well, I think that's good for now. Okay. What was I saying? I can't remember. So I'm going to start with this because it's the most important. And I actually have a lot of these, and sadly, I didn't get them last year. I got a small part of my order last year, and then they finally decided to send me the rest this year. So what I'm going to do is just take them apart, and we're going to have little sections. So we'll have our oak leaf section. We're going to leave these together, I think, but you can kind of fan them out. And then this, you can leave as one or separate into 2. I'm going to, trying to decide who else is indecisive. There's not, it's hard when there's no wrong answer what to decide to do, but I'm going to cut this like so. I will have to add glue up a little bit, but look how cute these are. Aren't they fun? I don't have them in my shop yet. I will hopefully get those up this weekend and then they'll be ready to go. All I have to do is restock my Similacs. I do have those up in my shop, but they sold out and I can restock a little bit more. I'll just put whatever I have left in my shop. Shelly says, whose wreath room isn't messy? I don't know. I like to clean it up a little when I'm on camera, but who am I kidding? Okay, so just kind of chopping these up a little bit. There's a lot that goes into one stem. It's like such a great piece because this color, I'm telling you, it is so popular right now. We talked about this in my VIP group, of course, the fall trends, and this color is just a big one. Thank you, Celeste. I will have the purple, I will have these in my Etsy shop this weekend. Or sooner. I'll do it as soon as I can. I just have a ton of orders that I need to... I had a... You may have seen it. I had a video go viral on TikTok yesterday. I just posted it. And now it's starting to go viral a little bit on Instagram as well. Viral for me. And it's a Christmas wreath. I wasn't expecting to make so many Christmas wreaths in August, but here I am. So it feels good to be making fall right now. Tiffany says, I love stems with multiple options. Same. It just makes wreath making so much easier. Although, you know, these are thicker, but these are doing great. And I'll just leave this. There's not really a rhyme or reason. I'm just trying to get a nice clump. But oh, you had no luck finding fall berry bushes in your Hobby Lobby? Darn. Do you know what my favorite berry from Hobby Lobby is in the fall section, and it works great for winter? Is this one. The SKU number is 5506531. So I'm going to pause that. And it is really, really good. I love it. They're styrofoam, but they just look so good and wild. I've been getting these forever, and they are really, really great. So anytime you see me use a cream berry, you can always replace them with these. And in fact, if you want another, if you don't, if you can't find a nice broadleaf, you can use these from Hobby Lobby. And if you can't see the pics, they also have a garland, the Simicifuga Ramosa stems. Those are really good. Oh, someone said something. Mary Mine Studio, did I miss? So, oh, do you have the purple in your Etsy shop? No, I don't. No, it's not too late to open a wreath with, or a shop with fall. I would totally do fall. Do fall and Christmas. And you can just use my 3-part formula with a greenery wreath. Right, that's all explained inside of my VIP group. Or my Stock Your Shop workshops, I'd go into that. But you wouldn't have to start with a ton of supplies. Just get a small amount and some greenery that you love, because that can work for year round. And then just add seasonal items to it. And then you've got a fall wreath. And if you don't sell that, you can turn it into a Christmas wreath very easily. So I am just going to add these in along the grain of the grapevine. And if leaves are pointing backwards, you can just twist them around to the front. It's so nice. Craft Therapy at Hobie Farm. Oh, yes, I already forgot your name. I know your name. I know your name. We were just talking. We just did a wreath shop critique with you, right? Yes. Jennifer, yes. Hey, Sheila. Sheila and Shelly. What was I saying? Oh, Shelly says, as long as the bundles are quality, you have a good start to your wreath design. Yeah, that's true. If they're not quality, it makes it a little more difficult. So true. And, you know, that's why I like getting quality items. They are more expensive, yes, but they last longer, and they're so much easier to work with because your wreath is going to look fantastic. You know what I mean? So I'm all about, if you have it in your budget, if you don't, that's totally fine. I'm going to cut these off They're not necessary, and I want the stem to be shorter. Wild Rabbit Wreath just joined. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you. Oh, I'm so happy. You are going to love it. I really think you're going to love it in there. And if you want to be there for my live on Monday in the group, I go live every Monday except on the Monday when we have our featured wreath. That's a pre-recorded video, but other than that, I go live every Monday with a new training of some kind, and Monday is our live wreath making there in the group. So, but it's okay if you don't make it live. That's always a question people ask. You never have to be there live. Everything's always recorded and saved, so you can watch at your convenience. So I hope you can tell all I'm doing is just placing these along the grain of the grapevine, and I like to I kind of fan things out after I put them in. I'm going to cut this a little shorter. Oh, Suzanne, welcome, welcome. Specialty Wreath, that's Sheila, says, Wild Rabbit Wreath, you will love the group. Great teachings from Jenny and a very supportive group. Oh, yes. We are a very supportive group. I'm so thankful for the community there. It's just a wonderful group of wreath makers, and we just get each other, you know. You don't feel weird getting excited about some beautiful faux flowers and greenery. We get it. Your husband may not understand the excitement, but your fellow community members will. Oh, you are so sweet. Jennifer says, Jenny is a great teacher and very practical in her business practice. Thank you. I really appreciate you saying that, because I'm all about being practical, simple, not overcomplicating things. I think it's very common for people to, I'm putting these very close together, I just realized. People like to overcomplicate things, and I try really hard to keep everything simple, because you can have great success keeping things simple, and it makes less work for you overall, which is nice. So, yeah. Thanks, Tiffany. Tiffany says, hi to all that have joined the VIP group. You won't regret it. Jenny is wonderful. You guys are so sweet. So, so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, we all understand wreath things. Yes, we do. All right, so we're just placing these along the grain of the grapevine. And I am going to be talking about the VIP group a lot this week, because every single time I feel like I'm talking about it a lot, and I'm like, Jenny, people are going to be sick of you talking about it. But no one has ever told me that. And the thing that people say is, oh no, I didn't know your group was open. I missed it. And so I'm just going to talk about it all week, and just ignore it if you're not interested, and hopefully still enjoy the tutorials and all the stuff here on YouTube as well. All right. All right. Oh, Victoria also, thanks for letting me know. Welcome, Victoria. All right. Oh, thanks, Jane. Jane says the VIP group is great. I rarely catch lives. I watch things later while wreath making and dinner. Oh, not while wreath making. I watch things later while making dinner. Nice. Yeah, you never have to be there live. And even when I do wreath and Etsy shop critiques, I have a place in the community where you can submit the wreaths or Etsy shop, whatever you prefer, to be critiqued. It's just giving feedback. Sometimes my feedback is, wow, this is amazing, fantastic job. But yeah, so even if you have a submission, you don't have to be there live. to submit things, and even questions you can submit before. So that's always a concern for people, but that is not a problem at all. I totally understand. We all have lives and different schedules. So anyway, oh good, I'm glad you're excited, Victoria. It's just my favorite. All right, this wreath is pretty big already. Let's see. I've got this and one more piece. This is not a very good grapevine. I mean, it's okay. It's not the best. Okay, so I've got oak leaves kind of close together here, and I'm missing, I kind of need some here. So I'm just gonna like chop off one of them just to bring that color and texture over here. Not a big deal. Brenda says, I love the wreath big. Yes. Yes, all of these are wholesale. That's why I'm going to be offering them in my shop if you want them. But you don't ever need to buy wholesale if you don't want to. If you don't have access to that, that's totally fine. Most of the tutorials in the group are actually retail and sometimes wholesale because I want people to be able to make them, but without having to buy from me. Or sometimes there's a place that sells the items retail that I can point them to. But all of these for this video, I think are all wholesale. That's why I was earlier showing you some other options you could use. But I do know the birch leaves. I'll talk about that later when we get to that wreath. But all right, now we're going to add in these purple eucalyptus. Hey, Anne Marie. Oh, you just got the notice? I don't know why. I've been going about 21 minutes. Oh my. I can't go too long because I have to get my kids from school. All right, so I'm just gonna add these in and out just to give your eye a break, give it some, it is a little more purple, but I like it. I think it looks nice. But like I said, you could use, and I actually have these in a different wreath in my shop using this, but the Simisifuga from Hobby Lobby looks so good with this bush. So good. I love it. But all of mine are spoken for my other wreaths, so that's why I'm not using them here. Welcome, Denny. Oh, good. I'm so glad you joined. Oh, thank you. Okay, Lori's Melodies from the Heart says, I just started making wreaths last year and it's my absolute favorite now. Your videos have been helping me a lot. Oh, good. Awesome. Okay. This past month, okay, Miss Maggie says, this past month I learned to make my own grapevine and honeysuckle wreath. That's amazing. I've been using them to make my designs and holy moly, they've been doing great. That is awesome to hear. I love that. I think I have a video here on YouTube actually. I made my own wreaths using Virginia Creeper because that's all I had. And I just had a ton of it. But, and it was great for personal use. They didn't dry super firm though, so, but they're fun. I love that you've got grapevine and honeysuckle. That's so cool. Pat, welcome to your first live. Glad you made it. Oh, let me put this down a little bit further. So I'm going to be using 3 of these stems because each of these stems has 3 stems on it. So I'll be using 3 total. Who else just loves this purple and burgundy color palette for fall this year? Oh, I do. This is also a similar eucalyptus. It's actually the same almost. This is the one I used in my my artichoke wreath, my purple artichoke wreath. This is just a smaller version of that because the other one was sold out. So I got these. And the quality of these is so good. I love the purple. I wish you had enough red to put it in there, with it. Yeah, I know. That maroonish color is so pretty with these leaves. Ooh, okay. Sorry, I'm having a hard time keeping up with the comments. Oh, thank you, Libby. Oh, Jennifer just sold a purple wreath. Nice. Lori, okay. Oh, you have a music page on Facebook and started to create on YouTube. I haven't posted anything yet. Oh, I love that you have a music page. What kind of music? Oh, and Pat, you used to teach music. Like what kind? Piano or something else? All three of my kids play piano. Thankful to my wreath business that I could afford piano lessons for all of my kids. That would not have been possible without my wreath business. Okay, I have one piece. I'm trying to decide if I should put it here or here. I think I'm going to put it over here. But I love that the backs of these have that maroon color and the front's a little more purple. It gives a little bit of depth, I think. So pretty. Okay, looking good. Love, love. Okay. So cute. I'm going to add, this wreath is going to have a lot going on. I'm going to add the Similacs now. Oh, Lori's been teaching piano since 2002 and still love it. Oh, that's wonderful. I tried to teach my kids piano because I also play, but I did not have the patience for it. So I was thankful I could hire someone else to do it. Oh, I have the patience for wreath making. I think I'm a better wreath maker than piano player though. Hey Dawn, welcome. Glad you caught me live. Glad you like the colors, Brenda. Okay, so I just cut those Similac stems into pieces, and then I cut those pieces in half. So each one has 6 smaller pieces. So I'll be using 12 total, and I can just put those on the inside and outside. Yeah, it is hard to teach your own kids, Lori. I agree. I don't know. They're good kids too, but it's different for them when mommy's teaching. I don't know. It's not as serious, I guess. Oh, Miss Maggie says, I have 4 kids and 10 grandchildren. And all of my kids and 8 of the grandkids play piano. That's amazing. Oh, I love piano so much. It's so beautiful. And I love listening to my kids play. Now that they've been taking lessons for a while and are pretty good. Hi, Nessa from Ireland. Welcome to the live. Okay, now we're gonna I'll show you how I cut this. So this is how I like to make a stem really stretch and fill out. You could leave them long like this if you like. If you're making like maybe a crescent style wreath, that's a little different. But for these, so each one has 3 stems like that. And then each one of the stems I cut in half, and I just cut right above, kind of like how you'd prune a plant. You just cut right above the top stem so it looks like a nice pick, and then you get, I know it's not a super long part on the bottom, but it works. right. Oh man, it's starting to feel like fall over here, like outside. I love it so much. It was only a high of 77 yesterday, I think. Oh, it felt amazing. I went for a walk with a friend. Well, it was in the 50s. Oh, I love it. It's supposed to be 100 on Sunday, but I'm loving the crisp mornings right now. My absolute favorite time of year. And some of the trees are starting to turn, like not a lot of them, but just little hints. And it's just glorious. See how this really fills in? I love it. Gives some brightness to the wreath. Wow, thank you, D. Is it D? It says you've done so many beautiful wreaths, but I think this is my favorite. I'm new, so I'm sure there will be more. I'm glad you like it. I know, I love these colors so much. Probably my favorite color palette for the year. Okay, I have one piece left. Same problem as last time. Sometimes when I'm live or recording a video, it's hard to tell if my wreath is even. So hopefully it is. Sorry, I'm just gonna hold it up. How do I price a wreath like that? I've got a video here all about pricing, and I follow that. All right, I'm gonna add in this. So I know how much I spend on the items. And then oh man, these leaves aren't quite connected. That's a bummer. They're so pretty. So I'm just gonna cut this bush up. I'm gonna leave this together. It's kind of a thick stem. If you have room for it, leave it together. But look how these leaves really go with everything. So pretty. Yes, I do have a lot in here. That's why this wreath is, I price them quite a bit. I have one similar to this, and I think I have it priced at $157 or something like that. That's why my kits, while they're still kind of spendy, are a lot less expensive than if you bought the wreath all the way made. So, but that's a great way if you're wanting to make your shop. I talked about this in another video here on YouTube actually. One of the ways you can scale your income or just grow it as a wreath maker is use high quality materials. It takes the same amount of time to make this wreath as it would a wreath with less quality materials, and this one is just, you can price it more because it looks better, and so it'll take me the same amount of time, but my profit, even though I use the same exact pricing model, my profit will be higher. The number will be higher. The percentage will be the same, but the number will be higher for the same amount of time put into it. Oops, sorry. So how much I make per hour making wreaths grows when I use these kind of materials. I could even sell less and make more money because the quality is so good. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. I talk about that more in depth in the VIP group as well, but I do have a pricing video here on YouTube, and everything I say in that video still applies. It depends on what item you choose wholesale. There's cheap looking wholesale stuff and there's good wholesale stuff. And I try to get the good ones. But yeah, these are good. They're not like the highest quality, but they are really nice. And the coloring is just beautiful. And it's nice because they're really unique. Well, you know what? I was not even thinking when I made this. This is a wonky shaped wreath and I wasn't paying attention. Usually when I have a wonky shaped wreath, I will be more intentional about where I place things so that the front is still nice and round. Oops. Okay, can you guys see me now? Yeah, my neighbor is so sweet. She just left a zucchini up. She's like the best. And zucchini is my favorite summer vegetable. Okay. So I'm just adding this last one over here. And you know what? You could totally stop. This wreath is full and gorgeous. You do not need anything else. Like this could be it. I'm trying to decide if oh, suppliers are not great in the UK. I've heard that. However, if you're able to get wholesale, buy a lot, you can, the order limits are pretty high, but it's possible. So down the road, if you do well, you can buy a lot. The wholesale, usually the limits, not spending limit, the minimum order is like $2,500. And of course the freight will be more expensive too, but anyway, so I'm going to add these what are they? Marigold, the dried marigold stems in. I just love the texture. I think they're so cute. You do not need to add this, but I think it kind of brings out the little yellow pip berries a little bit. Oh, Jill, we're making wreaths together. Nice. I love that. The second wreath is going to be faster, just so you know. This one was a beast, but I was very excited to make it. So you can do it with the marigolds or without. I love them. I just think they're so pretty. And if you're coming in late, don't forget, my VIP group is open to new members. Now till next Thursday, September 5th. So if you've been wanting to get in, now is your chance. And if you're watching this later, after September 5th, when the doors are closed, just click that same link and that will get you on, and then you can learn more and sign up for the wait list. So then you'll know next time. But it's always so fun opening week. Thank you. I'm glad you like my wreaths. Oh, they are not wood, they are plastic. See? Can you see it? Anyway. The color totally looks like wood though. Aren't they fun? And I don't think I'm gonna need those cream berries, but I'll just see what they look like. Okay, let me, this part of the grapevine is not friendly. Oh wow, this is so pretty. I love it. Oh, thanks, Dawn. Oh no, I just popped the head off. Okay, I have these on, just fair warning, the heads glue right back on, but I have them behind me on my wreath wall, and sometimes I bump into them when I am making wreaths, and I'll pop the head off. But other than that, they're great. But it glues right back on. I think if I add, what is with me on my spacing in this video? I just can't seem to get it right. Let's see, I think I'll put it here. Oh, bye, Brenda. You can come back and watch the replay. So glad you like it. All right, so this is the wreath. It's so pretty. Now, if you wanted to add the berries, this is what, oh, that's pretty. I shouldn't have put that against the wreath. Okay, I'm just gonna use one. You don't have to do it, but I really think it just compliments them so much. Do you ever use real pine cones? Yes, I do. In fact, I've got a great way to add them that's really easy. You can wire them to your wreath, but you can also wire them to a pick, and that makes it really easy to add into a wreath. Are all the materials you are using good for outside? Yes, they are, actually. I still recommend, if you're gonna put something outside, either spray it with a UV spray or keep it out of direct sunlight as much as you can. My door gets afternoon sun, and I've had wreaths up there, and they look great. There are some florals that will fade more than others, but I think everything in this wreath is pretty good. But yeah, they're all great for outdoor. I mean, most of it's plastic, and then these are quote unquote silks, but they're all polyester. I don't know of any actual silks, but yeah. What do you think of the berries in there? Do you think it's too much, or do you like it? Sometimes if you see a dark spot, you can lighten it up with a berry. And yes, I do work with other things that are not grapevines, but grapevine is by far my preferred method because it just makes a wreath so quickly. And I have ways, like if your grapevine's not great, if it's loose or wonky or different things, I've got 2 different trainings inside the VIP group on how to work with or fix imperfect grapevines. But here is this wreath. Oh my gosh, I love this. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I added these. I know I was on the fence, but I think that brown touch is so nice. I love it. Okay. Oh, goodness. Okay, you guys. Dolores says, I never say no to berries. They always add, in my opinion. Same. Oh, Mary Mind Studio says, I was out searching your website, and I don't know if you said this purple one is a kit. Can you clarify? I had this in a kit last year. I don't have it in a kit this year. I will add it to my website by the end of the weekend. I don't know if I can do it today. I've got an incredible amount of orders, but I really want to add these so you guys can get your hands on them. And if you're in the VIP group watching this, post in the community and I can give you exactly the SKU number, item number, all that. So if you're in the VIP member, if you're in the VIP group and you shop wholesale, like just ask and I will tell you any of these numbers. And then if you can't buy wholesale, I will do my best to get these up as soon as possible. So anyway, I'm obsessed. This is like, this might be going on my door. It reminds me of that sound, you're coming home with me. Yes. What do you think? Oh, I love it. Okay, next wreath. This is a more simple design. So if you're not wanting to make something with that many materials, this one is a more simple design. And it's faster and easier and less expensive to make. But, you know, whatever is your preference. Sorry, I touched these. I have these like bolts right here on my table. And whenever I touch them after sweeping my table off, not whenever, but sometimes I get shocked and it really, it scares me. Oh, okay. So for this is our first layer, and I'll have these in my shop. I get these, there's a couple different wholesalers that sell these. They're on my wholesale list, if you haven't grabbed that. But there are some retailers that sell these too. I believe House Floral has these. So if you want to go find them there, you totally can. Once again, I'm using a 14-inch grapevine. That is my favorite. So I'm cutting these like just into picks, like this size. I actually have quite a few tutorials in my VIP group using these. They're great. Kathy says, first time catching you live. I've watched all your YouTube videos. Thanks, Kathy. That's so nice. I'm glad you're here. Okay, let's do this. So gluing the stem. Oh, this is a rough grapevine. That's okay. I've cleaned it up already, but I save all my best grapevines for my wreath kits. So sometimes people order wreath kits with a wreath or a grapevine wreath in them. And so I don't want to give them one that's not easier to work with. So I always give my best ones to those. All right, so the point of this greenery, actually I might need to add it a little closer together. This is going to be covering our grapevine and providing a base for our wreath. Oh, and I didn't show you how big the last wreath we made. Looking at it, it's about 23, 24 inches. So if you wanted to make a bigger one on an 18-inch grapevine, it would be probably 27 or 28 inches. So just cutting this into picks. And this one's definitely more of those traditional fall colors, which I always love traditional fall colors. So pretty. Oh. Okay, note to self, do not put finger in hot glue. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm glad you're here live, Carol. Thank you. I'm going to try and go live a lot this week. I'm going to try. Sometimes life gets in the way, but I'm hoping to go live a lot this week. All right, let's see. So this can go here. A little thicker. I'm gonna separate this because I finished, but I want to make sure the wreath is even. So the last piece I'm gonna split up a little bit. So in case you guys think I place everything perfectly every time, I don't. And that was an example. So I have extras, and so that last piece I just cut apart and I place it around separately so the wreath doesn't look thicker in any parts. And the nice thing about adding things one layer at a time is you can assess every layer and see, okay, does this look even? And then move on to the next layer. I love this. Isn't that pretty? You can just add more and just have a birch leaf wreath. So pretty. All right, now we're gonna add our oak leaves. And these are definitely weatherproof. These are like a plastic that's smooth, but they look real. I love them. And I think I'm gonna leave these, not this one. So I'm gonna leave the two edges longer, and then I'm just gonna cut this one so it's separate. So each of these has 4 pieces. Mary Beth says, I've seen you use a glue pot. I bought one, but I actually like my glue gun better. What are your thoughts? I completely agree. You'll see me, and I get this question all the time actually, and you're one of the few people that actually agrees with me that you like your glue gun better. So do I. I use a glue pot when I'm working with floral foam, but other than that, I find my glue gun so much faster and cleaner, and I'm really clumsy, so it's safer. Especially when my kids are coming in and out of the room. I don't like having a big pot of hot glue that can just spill and burn someone's face or something. So I prefer my glue gun. And I do think it's faster. And there's less fumes coming in the air. Okay, so I'm just adding these. And you don't get all the glue strings. Like, I hardly ever get glue strings. I mean, sometimes I do, but it's just not super often. I think I'm gonna do 3 of these actually, and not 2. Oops. Jay says, not brave enough to buy a glue pot. Always use a glue gun. Yeah, you don't need to. Unless you're making a ton of arrangements or lots of designs with floral foam, I think a glue gun is great. It's just, you don't get a good one. Like not a little small crafting one, but one that takes the, like a professional kind. Mine's not a quote unquote professional, but it's, it shoots the glue out quickly, which is nice. So I'm actually, I think I said that already. I'm gonna do 3 of these. Veronica prefers her glue gun too. Okay. That's seriously one of my most asked questions. You said, I prefer my glue gun. My 12-year-old granddaughter decided to melt all her glue sticks in the microwave. Oh, that worries me. She did it when I wasn't home. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Okay. Sheila, I agree. The berries in the last wreath, it bridges the gap between the darker and the lighter Similacs. I think so too. That's kind of what I was thinking. Oh, you're afraid you'd tip the glue gun over? Oh no. Yeah, that'd be scary. Sorry, just grabbing one more of these. So I'm actually using 3. So I have 3 of the birch, 3 of these, and I'll probably still stick with 2 of the other ones. But I love this orange color. Oh my gosh. One day I want to go to New England in the fall. So for those of you who live in the New England area, I want to be there in the fall. Shelly is pro glue gun. Nice. You are my people. Melissa, you're afraid you tip it? Yeah, I could see that. I mean, I could see the fear. I'd be worried I would knock it off my table, which I haven't, but I have, and I actually have a video in my group where I'm making an arrangement, and part of the arrangement is dipping or touching the side, and it melted it. It melted the floral in my arrangement. I'm too clumsy for that. And I burn myself way more often with the glue pot. So that's just me. Everyone's different. You just do what you like. Look how pretty this is. Oh my goodness. I love, and I like how these kind of stick up a little. I don't know if you can tell, but they kind of stick up just a little. Gives it some oomph. New England in the autumn. Oh yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Oh, one day. Oh, Carol says, hi Jenny, I just joined your VIP group. I'm so excited. I'm trying to make an account and sign into it, plus go to products dashboard as you instructed. Would you be able to kindly help me with this? Your sign in is the email that you signed up with and your password. And then, so you just go to jennyswreathboutique.com and then you can click log in. It'll be up there on the menu. And then log in with your email and your password. And then you can see the menu with your products, and that's where the lessons are and the community. All right, so now we're adding in the next color. Veronica says, in defense of a pot, the STEM teacher in 7th grade has pots in the class. I think they were my 12. That's where my 12-year-old got the idea. Oh, funny. Oh my goodness, this is so pretty. If you just like that natural classic fall look, this is the wreath. And it's such an easy one to make. This is very easy. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at that. Elisa says, random question, I know you've done spring and summer, Amazon floral greenery tutorial. Would you do a fall winter one with Amazon supplies? Oh, I haven't bought on Amazon for a while. I do have a Amazon dried floral wreath tutorial that's kind of fall. But that is a good idea. But I don't currently have one. But I will try and remember to add that to my list when I'm done. So what do you guys think of this wreath so far? Does it just make you so excited for the fall leaves? I've got some beautiful maple trees in my neighborhood, just absolutely beautiful, and they get so bright red, and oh, they're stunning, and they're just starting to turn color right now, like barely, but oh, it has me excited. Thanks, Pamela. Yeah, I think 2 of this color was a good decision. Thanks, Lily. And I chose this grapevine that was a little bit harder to work with for this wreath because these stems are so easy to work with. So, oh my gosh, look at this. Just with the leaves, absolutely stunning. I would say this is a 24-inch wreath. Oh wow, it's beautiful. If you want to add some berries, you can. I love these. These are fun to work with because you can put the stem in. Careful though, they do poke you a little. The stems are pointy. You put the stem in and then you can kind of just arrange them how you like. which is really nice. Shelly says, I remember when you made a wreath from Dollar Tree stuff. Boy, what a difference. Starting with the size and fluffiness using quality materials. Yeah, I know. And I wanted to do those because I wanted to show some cheaper options, but I really don't shop there, and I haven't made those videos in a while because my heart is with the quality florals. Mary Beth says, I also burn myself more with the pot than the glue gun. Yeah. Those things are dangerous. Okay. So I'm just going to add these around. A little glue. Just kind of stick it in the middle of the grapevine. And then you just kind of mix the berries in among the leaves so it looks really natural. You do it without the berries, but I think they add such a fun texture. They're so pretty. I have a smushed berry. I'll take that off. If you have any berries that aren't perfect, it's totally normal. Just cut them off. The nice thing about the clusters is you can't even tell. And all you need is one of these berry stems, and you got enough for a whole wreath. It's so pretty. And these are really good quality berries. They are foam with like a plastic coating, but it's like a thicker. This one has a couple squished ones too. I don't know, I just really love these berries. And they're interesting because they're not just one color. They've got like the lighter orange and like into the red. It's so fun. Thank you guys. Sugar Tree Designs by Teresa Renee. Hey Jenny, I joined. Yay, I joined again. Oh, I'm so glad. I had to take a break for financial reasons, but glad to say I'm back. Oh, I'm so glad you're back. Yay. Makes me happy. We're almost done with our second wreath. My goodness. How long have I been going? I can't even tell. Okay, and then our last piece. Oh, it has two. I didn't even notice. So whether you do this one with or without berries, I think it's great either way. So pretty. Look at that. Lisa says, I made a couple dollar store wreaths. I donated both in my church. Most people can't tell, but I could. Yeah. You can tell. But that was really sweet of you. Okay, I'm going to show you both wreaths, and I want you to tell me which one's your favorite. Okay. I like them both for different reasons, so I can't tell you which one's my favorite. But here is the one we just did. Oh, isn't it beautiful? They're so different, aren't they? Oh, I love them. I just love them both. This one, I kind of want to mix in the Similac a little bit more, but oh, I love these. All right, here you go. I love the second wreath with the birch leaves. Good, and this was so easy to make. This one took very little time. This is one of those 15-minute wreaths, which are great. love to have those. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And don't forget, if you're watching this live or within this week and you want to join my VIP wreath making group, then I would love to have you. It's a wonderful group. So I have more information on that linked in the description and pinned in the comments. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.